The housing bubble's about to pop. And here's the proof. Right here, Time Magazine. Sky high housing. Building up, prices up. Look at that. Sky high. Look, you can see it's a cover Time Magazine. Can you not? Look at that. I got it laminated just to prove to you. Housing up, building up, prices up. Oh, it's going to collapse. Oh. September 12th, 1977. Harvest 77, the Great Glut. Point being is, what happened in 1977? Let's take a look at what mortgage rates are doing, shall we? And by the way, you can see this yourself. Just type in Time Magazine covers. I don't know if Time Magazine, the website, still does it, but you used to be able to print these website images off. And as you can see, I printed it off and I laminated them because when I used to do my seminars, I had a bunch of Time Magazine covers to show how negative stuff always sells. Everyone's always negative. Like, oh my goodness, negative. Just the whole thing is nuts. Anyway, so let's just take a look. An interesting one. The early 80s set records for the highest mortgage rates, jumping above a staggering 16% at one point. In the 70s, average fixed rate mortgages were 9%. Average 30-year mortgage in the 80s was 12.7. Average 30-year mortgage in the 90s was 8.12. So we have 9% average in the 70s, 12 was 13% in the 80s, and 8% in the 90s. Jeez, man. So let's check something out. Goodness, look at that big jump. It shows we're in a bubble. I'm gonna chuckle here in just a second, but you can see it rose from 1990 to right there. That's the great debacle that came after 2007. But anyway, so in 1970, we're sitting at 23,000, and that's I think not that's not even, that's just in, actually, what is it, dollars? Is that hold on a second. I think that's inflation adjusted, because I remember when I bought our first house in Phoenix in 1998. Yeah, about 153 was the average or the median sales price. So 50% of the houses sold for more than that. 50% of the houses sold for less. And we had a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot home in Phoenix that I think we paid $110 for. So that would make sense. All right. So in 1970, you were paying $22,600 in 1970 dollars. All right. So now you fast forward to now, it's like 428. So that's, I mean, again, this is not adjusted for inflation, as FYI. But anyway, we'll see. So we're paying $23,000 in 1970. At the end of 1980, we're paying $64,000. I don't have my calculator. That's almost a tripling, basically, right? Yeah. So the home prices went up 3 times, essentially, from 1970 to 1980. Isn't that crazy? From 1980, 64,000, and 1990, 123. So they doubled from 1980 to 1990. So even though we had 12% interest rates, 9% interest rates, and then from 1990 to 2000, it went from about 115 or so to 180. So not 180, about 170. So not nearly the same doubling. So even though interest rates are lower here than they were here by far, and lower here too. So of the 3 decades, the interest rates are the lowest here of the 3. And yet the real estate market actually did the worst in terms of median sales price increases here. Interest rates are the highest right here, and they did the most in terms of median sales price. They were lower here. They were lower here than here, but they're higher here than here, if that makes sense. And then we just had the debacle here, and here we are. So anyway, but let's just log this again. You always got to look at a log the data, and actually did that right there, format. And it won't look nearly as draconian as what we see right there. Oh yeah, look at that. So now we don't have nearly the big jump. All right, so just remember, a log is simply 40,000 to 80,000 is the same increase as 80,000 to 160. So what you see here, hold on. Oh, come here. Oh, all right. So if we start, so 20, what was that? It was like 23,000 to, well, 20,000 to 40,000 is the same increase as 40,000 to 80,000, which is the same increase as 80,000 to 160, which is the same increase as 160 to 320. It's all percentages, and that's all that matters, is your percentage increase. It matters not your dollars, because it's a percent. My house is growing by 5% a year. My house is growing by 2% a year. It matters not what the dollar is. Anyway, so the point being is, as you log it, you can see that's not nearly the same growth that the naysayers would have you believe here. Look at that. I mean, it's like fun with numbers, man. Even Bill Gates says lying has written or read a book and talked about it, lying with statistics. Oh my goodness, that's definitely a bubble. Anyway, point being is, it's just there's all kinds of things to worry about, and this ain't it, man. I'm just sorry. Just just stop. My goodness, everyone needs a place to live. Even this guy needs a place to live. Hi. Oh. Hi, Brown Eyes. Hi. Yeah, you got something to say? Anyway, so Pablo says, stop worrying about it. All right, we'll see you.